Again, I want to thank everybody for coming out today for this very special occasion. And I did want to recognize Southern Bank and the Edgecombe County Market Manager, and also a Lion, Nancy Bullard, but Southern Bank sponsored part of the dinner and everything today. So we appreciate what Southern Bank does for us, definitely. And then looking around, I was trying to, and actually asked a few people, okay, if someone comes in that I'm supposed to introduce, please let me know so I don't miss them. But we do thank everybody for coming. We do have one city council member here who actually has a dual role. W.B. Bullock is a active member in the Rocky Mountain Lions Club, as well as serving on our city council. So WB, we appreciate all your service. Okay. And then the most special guests we have are sitting up here, but then also the families and fellow firefighters and officers that are here to support. And we appreciate all of you coming out for this very special occasion. This time I'd like to ask our Mayor, David Combs, to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Dr. Cameron, and thank you for inviting me. I would get a call every year from Milton Culpepper and say, you got us on your calendar, don't you? And I would always say, yeah, Milton, I've got you on my calendar, and he was always great about calling me. I got a call from Tommy Rackley this year. I hate that Milton's not with us. He was a wonderful man and a great supporter of the Lions Club for many, many years. The Lions Club, for my father, was very special. It was one of those places that he made a lot of great friends through the Lions Club and was very supportive of it over the years that when I was growing up and as a young adult. So it was something that he cared about the folks here and all the good work that they did. And I, on behalf of the City of Rocky Mountain, want to thank you. I know the club is a little smaller now than it was years ago, but there's still a lot of people here that have done a lot of great work in our community over the years. And I want to thank you for continuing to do that, and especially Mr. Bullock in the back. He's been around for a pretty good while as well. But I really want to thank our officers, police officers and firefighters that are here today. Thank you for what you do each and every day in the City of Rocky Mountain to keep us safe. Not everybody takes it for granted, but sometimes, you don't always thank them when you have an opportunity. So hopefully everybody here, anybody that may see this on TV, please take the opportunity to thank our firefighters and police officers for what they do in our community. I also want to recognize Chief Varnell here. He's going to be leaving us pretty soon. He's done a great job as our fire chief. He's been with the city for many, many years. We're going to miss him. I just want to say thank you for your hard work on behalf of the City of Rocky Mountain, and I want to give him a round of applause, please. And I also want to recognize our new official Chief of Police, George Robinson. I think most people know him. He's been with the police force, I think, 27 years, and was our interim police chief, but it's official. He is our permanent police chief now, and want to thank him, and let's give him a round of applause. And I especially want to thank our firefighter of the year, our police officer of the year. You don't get here on your own. I think your officers vote on this award, so I think that makes it even more special for those that are going to receive it. And so on behalf of the City of Rocky Mountain, we want to thank you for your service, for what you do, and congratulate you and your family members, because it is a sacrifice for a lot of the family members that have officers, whether it's a firefighter or a police officer. They're out there at times when the rest of us are at home, whether it's at night or Christmas or holidays. And so I want to thank you all for what you do on behalf of the City of Rocky Mountain. And thank you for inviting me, and thank you for the lunch. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor. And this time I'd like to recognize and introduce Fire Chief Mike Varnell as one of his last official duties as fire chief. Hopefully will be one of your best ones. So, Chief Farnell, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cameron. Good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing well today. Thank y'all for coming out. I want to especially thank the Lions Club for what they do for our community, but especially on a day like today. This is kind of one of the highlights of our year to honor our police and firefighters of the year. And I too want to give a special thanks to the legacy of Milton Culpepper, because I always look forward to that visit every year. He would come by and say, "All right, Chief, it's time to name your person." So we would start the process, and not anything against you, Mr. Rackley, but it was mighty nice to see Mr. Milton Culpepper come by every year. So we just want to thank him for all the years that he pushed this initiative forward. Today we're going to talk about Battalion Chief Tracy Drury. Chief Drury is here with his family, his wife, Michelle, and his daughter, Tracy. He also has a son that's not with us. He is serving in the Air Force and could not be with us, and his daughter, Maya, is in school. So we're very happy to have the Drury family, and we're very proud of Chief Drury. Chief Drury began his employment with the City of Rocky Mount Fire Department in February of 1998. He promoted pretty quickly to fire engineer in June of 2002. And then he was promoted to fire captain the very next year in July of 2003. So he moved up to the rank of captain very quickly in our organization. He was most recently promoted to Battalion Chief of Operations in 2017 in December. Chief Drury has an associate degree in fire protection from Wilson Community College. He has a bachelor's degree in business administration and computer information systems from North Carolina Wesleyan College, and he's actually working on his MBA as we speak. So he's very pro-education, and in our service, that's what it takes to be a professional level chief officer. He also served our country in the Army and National Guard as a reservist. A lot of people don't realize that. Most recently, he completed the Eastern North Carolina Fire Service Institute in Wilson, North Carolina in 2018. And he has started the Executive Fire Officer program at the National Fire Academy. That's a 4-year program. He's completed his first year of that. So he's been very busy, as you can see from all his accomplishments. He's also a peer assessor, and that is something that some of us do. We are an accredited agency, as most of you know, and part of that process is we provide assessors to the Commission on Fire Accreditation International, and Chief Drury is one of those assessors. So he goes across the country to assess other fire departments, and that has a great value for him and for us as an organization and city, because he brings back great ideas to help us put into our organization for continuous improvement. So we really appreciate his efforts there. He's a big supporter of our Rocky Mount Benevolent Fund, Tall River United Way, City of Rocky Mount Christmas Aid, and he's an annual participant in the Clean Sweep for Keep America Beautiful. I want to read you an excerpt from one of his nominations, and as Dr. Cameron and I think the mayor said, this process, police and fire do it the same way. We let our people nominate who they think would be the employee of the year, and then our people vote on it. So it's not something that the chiefs decided on or the mayor, or it's really by your peers. So it really means a lot, and it's really a true award. But the person that nominated him said that Chief Drury is very deserving of this award because he has continuous dedication to the fire department and its personnel. He is a true professional and a role model for everyone that he encounters. Chief Drury wants to win. He wants everyone to win, become better, and meet their goals. He is one of the many reasons that Rocky Mount Fire Department is a great organization and has constantly made me proud to be here. So that was from his nomination form, which says a lot. In his current role, he oversees multiple programs for our fire department. He's also very involved in our community. He is a battalion chief over a battalion of personnel where he supervises many employees, but he also supervises supervisors. And any of you in the working world know that's a different animal. When you supervising people is one thing, but supervising other supervisors is another thing. So we want to give him kudos for that, because that's a good thing. But he has a good, calm, and supporting demeanor, and we really appreciate his consistency there. His dedication to the organization is replicated daily, as he always displays a very positive attitude and willingness to assist anyone that needs help. As you can see from these comments, that Chief Drury is a true leader in our organization. He performs at a very consistent and high level. His norm is well above the standard expectations, and I can say personally I've enjoyed working with him over the years and appreciate his consistent leadership. I never have to worry about his integrity or his motives. He's always got the city's best interest at heart and his personnel, and that means a lot because your personnel depend on our leaders, and he is a true leader in our organization. So I guess with all that being said, I just ask that you'll join me in congratulating Chief Drury as this year's very deserving recipient of the Lunch and Lines Firefighter of the Year.
I have to clarify, I love the policemen, and thank you for all you do, but my heart is with the firemen, because my husband was a fireman, and he drove a ladder truck. Tracy, this is from the Lions Club. Firefighter Tracy L. Drury, who I thought was a girl, because I have a Tracy. On behalf of the Rocky Mount Luncheon Lions Club. Rocky Mount Lions Club, it's not luncheon anymore. I want to congratulate you on being selected as our Firefighter of the Year. Your selection demonstrates the high esteem in which you are held by your peers. As citizens, too often we fail to recognize the protection and services that you provide. Rocky Mount is lucky to have dedicated professionals like you in our fire department. We thank you for choosing service to the community as your profession. There is no way we can compensate you for the risk you take on our behalf, but I hope this small token of our appreciation will let you know that you have our thanks and our support. And there you go. And this is signed by Dr. Bob Cameron, who is the head honcho with the Rocky Mount Lions Club. This is your letter, and this is your plaque.
Thank you.
And Michelle and Tracy, I lived with the firemen for 29 and a half years, and my heart goes out to you for for what you have to go through with.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm a
Thank you
hugger.
very much. I promise I won't take long. First, I want to thank God for all the blessings that He's given me. Sometimes we don't feel worthy of them, but He sees fit to bless us anyway. And to the Lions Club, thank you for your continued effort and support to the community, and also for honoring our guys, or guys like us, in our profession. It means a lot to us. To my coworkers and supervisors, thank you for all the continued support throughout the years and for believing in me. And to my family, like she was saying, it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to be married to a firefighter and support a firefighter, but you did it, and I thank you for it, love you for it. So, again, thank you.
Congratulations, Chief Drury. At this point, I'd like to recognize our new Chief of Police. We go from the last official duty of the fire chief to the first official duty of the Chief of Police now, but I'd like to recognize George Robinson, our Chief of Police. Thank you.
First, I'd like to thank the Rocky Mount Lunch and Lions Club for this event. I feel kind of lost because Milton's not here to be with us tonight. He will always be missed. He's always been one of the strongest supporters of the Rocky Mount Police Department. And Milton, if you're here with us tonight, I would like to say thank you. You will not be forgotten. We really appreciate you, appreciate everything you did for us, and the Lions Club will continue to do so. To the Fireman of the Year, congratulations. You're a great representative of the Rocky Mount Fire Department, which I think is the greatest fire department in the state of North Carolina. Now let's talk about the Officer of the Year. There are over 150 possible candidates, but it's my honor to say that Corporal Lois Middlesworth has won that honor. Her peers chose her. It was not me. It was not my command staff. She was voted as the Officer of the Year. And I'm gonna talk about her briefly. If I brought the file, it would be this thick on all the things that Laura has did for our department. She was a well-respected person, and I really am proud to sit up here beside you today. Laura Middlesworth was hired at the Rocky Mount Police Department in January 2013. She was promoted to senior police officer in March of 2017 and to corporal in November 2018. She has worked in several divisions at the department, including the Patrol Division and the Special Operations Division. I tried to get her to come to the Detective Division, but Captain Clay stole her from me. She has a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from North Carolina Wesleyan College, where she graduated magna cum laude in 2016. She's a certified criminal justice instructor who specializes in teaching subject control and arrest, which is also known as SCAT. She is the only female member of the Rocky Mountain Police Department Special Response Team. That is sort of like a SWAT team. She is also a member of the department's Honor Guard. On her personal time, Laura enjoys competing in strong women competition across the United States, including recently placing first place in the Kentucky Strong Women's Regionals and first place in the North Carolina Strong Women Regionals. Corporal Middlesworth is a true asset to our police department, and she is a great leader and role model for all officers to emulate. Without further ado, please congratulate me and congratulating Corporal Middlesworth for this honorable award. Thank you.
I'd just like to start off by saying we have Laura's parents with us. And Laura, on behalf of the Rocky Mountain Lions Club, I too have a little presentation for you. Have a letter for you, and I will read it. It says, Corporal Lori Middlesworth, on behalf of the Rocky Mountain Lions Club, I want to congratulate you on being selected as our Police Officer of the Year. Your selection demonstrates the high esteem in which you are held by your peers. And I'd just like to echo what everybody up here has said. You know, we can throw awards, we can throw plaques, we can throw little certificates of appreciation all over everywhere. But when you get something and it comes from your peers, that's really, really special. And that's what both of y'all have done. And it's something to be very, very proud of. Rocky Mountain is lucky to have dedicated professionals like you in our police department. We thank you for choosing service to the community as your profession. And there's no way that we can compensate you for the risks that you take on our behalf. But I hope this small token of our appreciation will let you know that you have our thanks and support. Sincerely, Bob Cameron, Rocky Mountain Lions Club. And along with the letter is a check for a little token of appreciation. Maybe it'll help pay some expenses whenever you go out on some of those trips you're taking to compete. And congratulations on your competition. We have a plaque, and I'd like to read it. It says, City of Rocky Mountain Police Officer of the Year presented to Corporal Lori Middlesworth for outstanding dedicated police service to the City of Rocky Mountain, North Carolina, and the surrounding communities during the year 2018, presented by the Rocky Mountain Lions Club in cooperation with the Rocky Mountain Police Department. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And we will all keep you, as well as you, in our prayers for your safety, and we thank you for everything that you do for the City of Rocky Mountain.
Thank you for your support. Congratulations to the Fire Department Officer of the Year. Thanks to my mom and dad. Like I said, it's been a team effort. I wouldn't be here, obviously, with them. They've given me a work ethic that began, obviously, from birth, and I'll carry with me to the day I die. Obviously, my dad's always said, do anything right, you do it the first time. If not, we'll find time to do it right the second time. But they've given me the heart that I always try to put into work every single day. I don't like to come in and think of anything as a number. I said I come to serve the citizens of Rocky Mountain, and if my heart's not in it, I said then I wouldn't appreciate it as much as I do now. I said, but I said Rocky Mountain is gonna be my home for a while. Thanks to everybody, thanks to my team that I work with. I said I know take a couple days off doing my strongman competitions, but they support me in everything that I do. So thank you all very much for your support.
Well, we thank you all very much. Congratulations to Tracy and to Lori, and thank you to each and every police officer, each and every firefighter. I want you to take that back to your departments and say that on behalf of the Rocky Mountain Lions Club and every citizen in Rocky Mount, as a citizen of Rocky Mount and as a small business owner in Rocky Mount, I can tell you that both the fire department and the police department are very much appreciated. Even when a dog manages to get out in the middle of the night and is wandering around, and the alarm goes off. The police beat me to the hospital, and I remember one night they said, well, do you want us to go in with you? And I said, yeah, that'd be fine, and went in, and this big German Shepherd was wandering around, and they said, oh yeah, we know that one. So, but we very much appreciate what the fire department, what the police department does for the city of Rocky Mount. Appreciate what each of the firefighters and police officers do. At this time, if you want to take some pictures, we'll be up here. But we do thank you very much for coming out today. This is definitely a highlight of our year. And I just know that Milton is looking down and smiling. Thank you very much.